How do I say goodbye to what we had?
But I guess one of the ways I kind of remembering Dalton is like, picking up this magazine. He was really passionate about cinematography. He was always walking around with a copy of this, looking at all the latest gear and toys, thinking about the stuff that he wanted to shoot and do. It's tough. But he was a passionate guy when it came to what he loved, and he really cared about people. I think he really cared about people a lot more than he let on. And it's important to remember. You kind of can't get past that. So he really had an impact on people's lives that I think that he didn't realize he had. I'm always using sort of the referencing George Bailey, but I really think that he did it his own way, big or small with a lot of people's lives. He was George Bailey. He just didn't realize it. And I hope, looking down wherever he is, I hope he now realizes that. So, Dalton, I'm going to miss you a lot. That's all I gotta say.
Sorry I can't be there. My name is Chase Johnson Lynch, and me and Dalton go way back to the early 90s, and we were in our 20s, young Turks as they say, and but Dalton, for the past 20 odd years, 25 I think it is, it's been like my brother, my spiritual brother, my emotional brother, my tether really to this world of filmmaking. When I first met Dalton, I had somebody read my resume and thought that I would be a good fit for a new TV show that this gentleman wanted to make on public access when everybody was doing public access at the time. And he thought that, some things I would be really good for. And so I said, yeah, okay, I'm down for this, but we need somebody to shoot and everything. And he said, I just happen to know a guy. So I think, well, okay, cool, let's meet. And so he asked me to meet him down at McCann Erickson, down on 3rd Avenue and stuff. So I had no clue. Didn't know this guy very well, but I knew that I wanted to be a filmmaker. I knew that I wanted to be involved in this creative industry. And all of a sudden, there he came walking upon us, this little short, squat, curmudgeon kind of guy, dark ebon skin, Trinidadian, and but he had this wide, beaming smile, Anybody knows Dalton's wide smile, you can see it from a mile away. But he also had yellow and green striped pants. So I was kind of like, what the hell are you getting me into, mate? Who was this guy? But after he started talking, then I knew. I mean, I think that's everybody's initial response to Dalton is like, what? But then he lures you right in. His humbleness, his affection, his love for film, as they say, Dalton's a perfectionist. We all know that side of him. He doesn't suffer fools lightly. We know that side of him as well, But he also has patience. His heart is huge. And you could feel it. So we became instant friends. We worked on that project for a bit. And then, we hired a director, Dwayne Perryman, who also was working in music videos. So he's like, hey, I like you, you want to come along with me? And then I was like, yeah, sure, let's bring this guy too. He's like, what? Now we were kind of like the three amigos then, both me and Dalton both were willing to do whatever it took to get into the industry and everything. So it was kind of like we were working for other people, working for free, doing like the job that they needed doing and everything, and learning our craft. And for Dalton, that was learning the camera, He was learning everything about what an assistant cameraman does, loading film, checking the camera, cleaning the gate, checking the gate, knowing lenses. And he devoured all of that information. He actually purchased his own camera. He had a Bolex and stuff. He was like walking around with that. And so since he had that, it was kind of like, well, boo, let's keep practicing, dude. And so we started making like little films together, or helping other people make films. And, and that was cool. And people got that nature of Dalton. It wasn't taking advantage of somebody who had a camera. It was like getting the support of someone who had a camera. And that's who Dalton was. He was always there to support people. Dalton was he was a Buddhist, and he was always, patient and peaceful, calm, good person to talk to, great listener, and always there motivating as well as from behind. He was the kind of guy who stood behind you, stood beside you, and sometimes in front of you, because he'd take a bullet for you, take a bullet for me. We went to movies together, hung out together from dusk to dawn. He was always a great person that you could talk to the wee hours of the morning. He listened. He motivated me. Every time I stumbled, every time I fell, he was like, get up, man. You know what I mean? He was like a corner man. So in your corner, that's the kind of guy you want in your corner. Get up, Rock. You can do it. And that's how he looked upon things. Never wanted anything for himself. So we gave it to him, It would be like we put him on the jobs as an assistant cameraman or as a camera loader or as a PA. We traveled, to Jamaica, to Florida, to LA. And it's like, why are you taking a camera loader? Because he is not just a camera loader. He's Dalton. He's always been Dalton. And stuff. But when it came to heavy lifting, Dalton wasn't very good at that either. So, it's kind of like, sometimes you find Dalton on the floor and it'd be like, man down. I know who it is. I'm like, my back. Even when he was angry, you laugh. Because you knew that anger had no malice behind it. He was a great friend. I'm going to miss that most. Because it wasn't always about the film or the favorite movies. It was just about being with my friend. So when I moved here to England 15 years ago, I always stayed in contact with Dalton. And I always look forward to coming back to New York, counting the days sometimes. And he even came over here once. I always wondered when he was going to do that again, and we talked about it. We talked about it a lot. He became the godfather to my son Jackson, the American godfather. And he did love kids. Gail, England, you're so right about that. He did love kids. I always thought he should have had kids of his own. But he was a very good shepherd to the kids that he did lead. He was a light in this universe that is now dim. And I know, Dalton, you were looking down upon us, laughing, screeching. Doing that. So, Dalton won't want any crying. This funeral. It's only a passing over. So, there's plenty of stories about Dalton. Plenty of anecdotes to share. To keep going. I love you. Love. I'm gonna miss you. So I'm gonna play this video in remembrance of Dalton, and I've been trying to get as many other pictures besides my own. And when I come to New York in April, hopefully I would have gathered more, and we'll do another memorial to Dalton and remembering the memory of Dalton all over the world, because he so deserves that. Dan's right, he is like George Bailey, you know, he is, without Dalton, he wouldn't have connected so many different people. So, we all have a lot to thank about that. So, thank you for listening, and be at peace with this video.
Goes out to everyone that has lost someone that they truly love. Come on, check it out. Seems like yesterday we used to rock the show. I laced the track, you locked the flow. So far from hanging on the block for dough. Notorious, they got to know that life ain't always what it seemed to be. Words can't express what you mean to me. Even though you're gone, we still a team. Through your family, I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see if you open up the gates for me. Reminisce sometime, the night they took my friend. Try to black it out, but it plays again. When it's real, feeling's hard to conceal. Can't imagine all the pain I feel. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life after death.
Every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to break. I'll be missing you.
It's kinda hard with you not around. Know you in heaven smiling down, watching us while we pray for you. Every day we pray for you, till the day we meet again. In my heart is where I keep you, friend. Memories give me the strength I need to proceed, strength I need to believe. My thoughts big, I just can't define. Wish I could turn back the hands of time. Us in the six, shop for new clothes and kicks. You and me taking flicks, making hits, stages they receive you on. Still can't believe you're gone. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you still living your life after death.